Next, we're going to add the capstone here up at the top. That'll be in granite, so we're going to have to create that texture, and we're going to have to make that profile shape. So let's get started in Revit. Let me just zoom out here a little bit. So first thing we need to do is create that profile. So I'm going to go to New, Family, and a hosted profile again. Profile hosted. Open that up. And we'll quickly just draw the shape that we want there. So I'm going to use the create a line, and I'll use the rectangle tool, and I'll just pull this out till it's a foot by a foot. And we'll save this with a name. Capstone. And we'll go ahead and load that into the project. And we'll go to the 3D view so we can see where we're going to place it. Now we could do obviously a sweep across the wall, but because we have this peak here, we can't do sweeps. So we need to use this other technique. And so that's just a model in place technique. So we're going to model in place. We'll just put this under generic. Not concerning ourselves with what it's called. And we're going to do a sweep. So we go ahead and pick the path. And once we pick the path, we need to select the profile. We loaded that in, so it should show up here. And I call it top capstone. And we'll click complete. And there we have our capstone in place, but we don't have a texture with it. So let's go ahead and add a texture. We want to use that granite texture, but we created a granite texture that was tiled. So this time we're going to make a new texture. And I'll rename this granite. I don't know what I did there, how I lost everything. Once again. Let me just finish this. Hold on a minute. I seem to really don't know exactly what happened there. We seem to have, hold on, I'm going to pause and straighten out my screen. I'll move my display screen. Let me select back the capstone now. And I have to click into it, into the editing mode, before I can give it a texture. And once again, I got default wall selected. But what I want to do is create a new texture. Try this again. Oops, default, well, there's default new material 1. So I'll go ahead and rename that one by right-clicking on it. And we'll give it an image. And I think I put it on the desktop when I did it. I'll have to move those later. All right, so we'll click OK. And now we have that with a granite texture on the top. And let me just rotate around here so you can see how it's aligned to that front corner edge. But this wall is a little bit deeper, but I just made this 1 foot by 1 foot, so this could be adjusted. This would be the start, the cap on a parapet type construction. So next we'll look at some trims around our bump out and some other sweeps, and we'll do those as sweeps. And let me just finish this model off and get out of this video.